Greetings, senseless people, and surrounded by freaks, so welcome back to Pokémon 3D! I wanted to record this episode a bit earlier, because today I really needed a romantic, beautiful red sunset. And that's because today we will actually cross the sea, Route 40 and Route 41 to arrive to Cyanwood City from Olivine City, where I am right now. Actually, many news for today's episode. First of all, this is the first Pokemon episode I'm recording from the new laptop, and with a new software. I'm using OBS now instead of Fraps, for a very simple reason. I already tried to record this episode, meanwhile we are on Route 40, with Fraps, and still on this new laptop. Unfortunately, it looks like that since Fraps hasn't been updated in quite some years, I think, it's not compatible anymore with new graphic cards. In fact, it was like a psychedelic glitch fest, and so I had to load the game. Sudowoodo used Rock Smash. I finally taught Rock Smash to a Pokemon. I chose my Sudowoodo, so now I can break those rocks, and I found a Krabby. Talking about Krabby, I also trained a bit my Krabby, and now, oh well, I don't actually need to break also this rock, but sure. Now it's level 24. Hyper Potion, that's very nice. So now Krabby is level 24, and since I am about to cross the sea, I will put Fluffy as first Pokemon, because as I told you, I didn't train Fluffy too much, because I will get to train him right now. Electric type is super effective on water type. I wonder what happens if you use electric moves on the sea. Like every swimmer in the sea dies because he gets electrocuted. Probably not, but my limited knowledge of physics is that. This is also a new version of Pokémon 3D that I downloaded. It's 0.54.1. And in this version, apparently, you can see where Raikou and Entei are, running around, doing nothing. Look, just like Jasmine that is doing nothing at the lighthouse, and that's why we have to go to Cyanwood City to get the medicine for the poor Ampharos. Okay, I won't be mean because Ampharos is adorable. I also bought some potions, some Pokeballs, and I went back to Goldenrod City to buy also a TM, which is Fire Punch, that I will... I cannot use Surf? Did I teach Surf to Krabby? Yes. Yes, I'm a crab! Got a problem with that, swimmer? Got a problem? Fight me! Fight my crabbiness! You have to warm up before going into the water. That's basic. Pills. I used to swim a lot back in the day, back in my days. And here we go, Tentacool. Tentacool is the most common Pokemon in the waters of Johto. Why did I use Headbutt again? I wanted to use Thundershock. Don't worry, you flinched and you couldn't move, so now I can use Thundershock and finish you off. You have to ask yourself why it's not a fish, the most common Pokemon in the waters, but sure. Fluffy reached level 25. Fluffy grows up very quickly, so it's very good. Electroball, an electric orb at the target. The faster the user is, then the target, the greater move. I don't care. I don't like these kind of moves. Nah, I keep calling them moves while I suppose they're called attacks. Let's see. Oh, what? So Thundershock is so weak. It's super effective, but it didn't deal that much damage. My speed is now less, and that is good enough for Tentacool to attack me again. Haha! How do you like my static wool, huh? And another Thundershock is good enough. Good. Fluffy will be very precious later. He becomes very strong. Okay, Uncle, Sure, okay, whatever, 160 Pokédollars. What a misery, you hobo. Is that why you're living in the sea? Don't have money for a house? Isn't this beautiful, though? An amazing cruise in the sunset on a crab. When you used to do surf, you would become a Lapras. While in Pokemon Heart Gold, if I remember correctly, you become not a Wailord, the pre-evolution of Wailmer, I think it's called. Are you going to Signwood? How about a quick battle first? I think it's Wailmer. I'm not sure, I'm not familiar with new Pokemon. Back in my days, there were only 2 Pokemon, Pikachu and Ash. And Brock and Misty only with the DLC. What am I talking about? Stario, how dare you? Get wrecked. Nice. Stario is supposedly be quite rare Pokemon. Oh, that was it? Elaine! I'm disappointed. I lost that one. 420, blaze it! And well, in the Pokemon anime, Ash uses Lapras to cross water bodies. Even because in the anime, it's not like every Pokemon can learn surf and can take you to an island because he knows surf. For example, it would be ridiculous if Krabby knows surf in the anime. But we are in the Pokemon game, and here he does. Next trainer. Actually, in the Pokemon anime, they also have ships and boats and rafts and whatever. It's not that like they are so old technologically speaking. No, Inner Tube for me. I'm hanging into a sea Pokemon. Me too! I don't know how, but I'm doing it. Another Stario. And also here there are, in this game, in Pokemon Gold, Heart Gold and 3D, there are boats and ships, but they don't go to Signwood City, those peasants of Signwood City. They are not worthy our attention, so we will just ignore that land and never stop with a ship there. Shelter? I like Shelter. So this is one of my favorite paths. Not because of the sea, because after all it's very annoying. It's like walking in a path that is entirely covered in grass, so you can find a lot of Pokemon. It's annoying when you find so many Pokemon. Paula, get wrecked. Oh, I'm feeling dizzy. While I float like this, the waves carry me along. I mean, I can imagine that surfing on a Lapras must be amazing. Look at that. How would you feel if right now you were sailing in the Pokemon world on a Lapras in the sunset? Isn't it amazing? Isn't this amazing? Yeah, except that I'm surfing on a Krabby. Can crabs even swim? I don't think so. I think they walk on the, you know, bottom of the sea. Hey, you're young and fit! I keep an eye on you. Be careful what you're saying. Don't ride your Pokemon swim! Yeah, you know, no, I prefer letting my crab dragging me by my shirt at the bottom of the ocean. I know that some crabs can swim, but it's rare. Like, most of the crab species actually walk on the bottom of the sea. So is that what's going on right now? You would think, oh, an amazing cruise on a Lapras, looking at the sunset, breathing the sea water. Oh, War Turtle! That's a very rare Pokemon. Let's see if I can one-shot it, and especially be faster. Yes! Well, it's a turtle after all. Kinda, I think. Don't be ridiculous, you can withdraw how much you want, it doesn't work. That's what I always do in Guild Wars 2, I always run away, but they get me anyway, there's no escape. Ooh, a lot of experience points, 26. And so you're there, sailing, you hear the wind, the light breeze of the sea, and look at the sunset while Lapras is gently carrying you across the waves. That must be an amazing feeling. Instead, since I'm not Ash, I'm getting carried underwater by a crab. Finally, you're defeated. My god, Randall. Uh-oh, I lost. You had any doubt about that? Route 41. Ah, yes. This is the type of cruise I want. I remind you that Krabby is a very small crab. Can you even look at the sunset underwater? That's quite an important part. I mean, it's just like when you catch a Pidgey and you teach Pidgey fly and he carries you everywhere. Or Dodwo that doesn't even have wings. But those are the mysteries of the Pokemon world. I'm a bit tired. If I win, lend me your Pokemon. You're welcome to try. You're being carried by your tentacle. You have 6 Pokemon. Tell me they are not all tentacles. Tell me, I bet they are all tentacles. I mean, if you get carried by tentacles, aren't you risking to get, you know, stinged by them? But sure. Another tentacle. Oh god, this is another of those pro trainers with 6 Pokémon all the same. Oh, this tentacle is stronger. Acid? How dare you? My Fluffy don't do drugs. Doesn't do drugs. Headbutt him! Get wrecked. Well, I mean, doesn't do drugs. I'm not entirely sure. All those potions that I give them, I don't know what's in them. I can recall them, and I don't understand how you swimmer aren't you dying. Then again, look at me. Why am I floating on water? Okay, I'm the new Jesus. Great. How is Fluffy walking on water? This is another thing that I never understood. How in Pokemon games... oh, Remoraid. That's another rare Pokemon. How in Pokemon games are you fighting on using Surf? Especially when you use another Pokemon. Like, what is happening right now? Even if I had a Lapras, like, I'm standing on the Lapras, I choose my Fluffy, and he also stands on the Lapras. I guess that Fluffy actually can stand on it, but still, wouldn't you use Thundershock also on your Lapras, since he's all wet? But sure. When you think that I'm actually not on a Lapras and I'm on a Krabby, that is even more ridiculous. This should be good enough with a headbutt. There we go. And Fluffy's level 27. Told ya. And Astario, at least a bit of variety. Not by me, because I will just keep spamming Thundershock, and that's good enough. Are you finally done, George? Huh? George and the Dragon? George of the Jungle? And this poor guy feels like he's dying. But sure. Another misery as a reward. 152 Pokédollars. It's so far to Cyanwood, but it's not easy. Why am I doing a feminine voice? But it's not easy return trip to Olivine either. What should I do? Die! Or maybe, you know, just grab these floating things that are there. But I never understood why they are there in the sea. Sure, you can grab them. By the way, it's very nice looking at these. Ordered from the sunset. There is a big difference between doing this that I'm doing right now on the Game Boy Color or in Pokemon 3D. You can look at the sky here and you can see how beautifully red it is. And you have a big look at the immensity of the sea. Like, you cannot go here across these floating things that I don't know the name of. You can only swim in the place where I am right now. But in the Game Boy Color back in Pokemon Gold, you had a very different camera. Your camera was like this, more or less. You wouldn't be able to see all the sea on the right, that you cannot explore, but still it's there. And not even where all those trainers are. Like, right now I can go to another trainer. Instead, if the camera is like this, how do you know? How do you know? Yeah, the Game Boy Color was like this. Such a romantic walk underwater, walking 100 meters under the sea, unable to breathe, drinking sea water, feeling it filling my lungs, while I hopelessly gasp for air, in the sea of bright light filling everything. On another note, I have to continue this playthrough, so face me, bitch. If you need to rest, just tread water. You'll get your wind back, so you can keep on going strong. Shut up, Kara! I want to die. Let me die in my romantic underwater walk. Let me be emo. Don't shove life in my throat. Thundershock. How weird, huh? You would never guessed. By the way, we are more than halfway through this path, and I still haven't told you why this... oh, Starmie! Not this Starmie, but this path is so meaningful to me. How about a Thunder Wave? I don't trust Starmie. Yeah, a Rapid Spin. Oh! That was useless then, because Starmie already got paralyzed. Thundershock. Nice. Keep being paralyzed, please. Yes, yes. I'm sorry. Starmie is supposed to be rather strong. And another Thundershock. Super effective, and Starmie is down. Well, soon we'll have used all the Thundershocks, so... you know, I might have to change Pokemon. I was a kid that hated boundaries. I always hated restrictions. Oh, my Fluffy is not doing extremely good, so let's use a potion. And so, being a Pokemon fan, I love the Pokemon anime, and also playing the Pokemon game, I was never satisfied with the land that I was able to explore. Back in my days, there was no internet. People knew much less about informatics and megabytes and gigabytes. Many kids didn't understand the fact that a game cannot be infinite, but it has to be a limited number of megabytes. Even now, it doesn't exist an infinite game, unless it's, well, producer, you know what I'm saying, like No Man's Sky or Minecraft. Sure, but a game that is designed not just random like Minecraft and No Man's Sky are, it cannot be infinite. Especially back then with a limited technology, it had to be a limited number of megabytes, and even very few megabytes, if I remember correctly. But I had so much fantasy, and I had so much the need of explore, that I was always trying to get out of the map. But not get out of the map as bug in the game to get out of the map, but more like, oh, if in this path there is like an aperture, there is a spot that they forgot to close. So maybe if I go out from there, maybe a secret that no one ever found. Maybe if I pass through some kind of hole in a fence or some holes in these floating things that I don't know the name of, I will be able to find a new city, a new path, a new patch of grass, a new island. Who knows? And I swear that is one of the best memories I could ever have. By the way, here there are like 4 islands that are called, I think, Whirlpool Islands? Whirl Islands, oh, okay, whatever. And you cannot access them unless you know the Whirlpool move, attack. If you do... It's a vicious Whirlpool. A Pokemon may be able to pass it. Well, you would think that since I'm underwater, deep underwater, 100 meters below the surface with my crab, I would be able to pass under it, or just, you know, go over these floating things. It's not like it's a wall. But no, of course not, that's Pokemon logic. You cannot go around a tree, you have to cut it. And so you have no ideas how many times, since this was a rather very large path, and difficult to find everything on this path, so many times I searched for a hole in these floating things and a passage somewhere to go, because I didn't want to accept that the game ended like that. Even if it was already a big game for the times. After all, it's an open world game. Are you seeking the secrets of Whirl Islands? Maybe. What do you know? Matthew with 1 T. How come? Krabby? Well, shouldn't be too difficult. And, well, of course, not only this path. I have explored many times, many paths, searching for this aperture, searching for these secrets. Just because I knew that if I would have found something, I would have been able to go to school and be cool with all the other kids, like, I found a secret, you didn't. I loved it. And here we are already in Silent Wood City, almost. Let's face a few more trainers. Even because before facing the gym, I want to train some more. I will face the gym another episode. Today it's just about the romantic cruise, romantic walk underwater with my crab. Ah, amazing. Horsey? That's another rare Pokemon. You people have kinda rare Pokemon. Nice! Rare but not that strong, huh, Horsey? Oh, no, Horsey's adorable, I won't mock it. Fluffy reached level 28. Nice! Another Horsey. Do you think the result will change? The definition of insanity is committing the same mistake and thinking that it will have a different ending. I said this quote very badly, but don't mind me. I'm just a trainer defeating horses. 420 blaze it again. And this fantasy of kids back in the 90s, Tentacruel. Nah, sorry, I have to run. Really? Really, Tentacruel? Is it? Oh, you will see about that. Oh, you'll see about that. Fine. Fine, you want to battle? You want to dance? You want to go? Yeah, stop hitting my... my Fluffy. It's... oh god. Oh god. Fine, 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 fine. Noctowl! Noctowl, go! Just like that. How about that? How about catch me outside, Tentacruel? Catch me outside, how about that? Oh, yes, yes. Keep using Wrap and Acid and whatever you want. I have Confusion, my friend. Can you stop? Confusion is super effective. Bitch. Uproar. Okay. I will stop this story of back in my days just to defeat this Tentacruel because he's a bitch. Do I have to heal my Pokemon again? I think so. Let's use another potion on Fluffy. Fluffy's gonna be alright. I was saying before being rudely interrupted by a Tentacruel that Pokemon developers obviously when creating a limit, a border of the game, like for example this one, on the other side of these floating things there is nothing, there is the sea, because Pokemon 3D developers created this. As I told you in the camera that was more or less like this, there was no need to create all those sea, but only few, let's say, squares of sea on the right, to give you the illusion that the sea was infinite. Well, there was other things on the right. It's not like there was just a black, void. That would have looked very bad. Obviously, they had to add something for few meters the other side of the border. Oh my god, Tentacruel! Can you stop being so annoying? I want... oh dear. I wanted to defeat other trainers, but apparently it's better that I actually go heal in Cyanwood City. For example, you would see some houses on the other side of a fence, patches of grass, and so obviously you would think, oh, but if they put some grass there, if they put a house there, that means that I can explore it. It means that I can go through this fence. That it's just an apparent limit. And instead, no, obviously, we'll just put there to give a better look to the location. It would have been very ugly if it was just a black blob. Fine, I will use a potion on Noctowl then. How about that? How about that, Tentacruel? I know I'm extremely annoying. And this even created... oh dear lord! I cannot even swap Noctowl because it's under wrap of Tentacruel. And Tentacruel is even faster. How is a jellyfish faster than an owl? That's ridiculous. Fine, I have to use a super potion for a wild Tentacruel. Yeah, defeat me now, bitch. Keep doing that. You're gonna get wrecked in the next turn. And this is also the same thing that created the legend of Bill's secret garden in the original Pokemon games. Because there was a little space on the other side, like behind Bill's house, and people were saying, oh yes, that's where all the secret Pokemon, all the legendaries, all the Pokegods are... what is happening? Why am I stuck? Oh, there was an invisible wall? Alright, Cyanwood City, here I am. Feels good to actually be on the land again. I have to catch my breath, after all I crossed the whole ocean being underwater, while holding my breath, obviously. Let's go to the Pokemon Center. Ooh, yeah, sorry, Nurse Joy, I'm dripping wet. So everyone was like, oh yes, if you show Mewtwo level 680 to Bill's grandpa and then you dance in front of him, he will give you access to the secret garden full of Pokegods. And of course it wasn't true, because it was just an empty space behind the House of Bill. But I don't care if now it sounds stupid. It was magic back then. It was amazing to think that there were so many hidden places. The sun is going down. It's not as red anymore. Well, since this is supposed to be a beach, I think, at the end of this episode I will have a nice barbecue on the beach. Hello, youngster!
If you use Fly, you can get back to Olivine instantly. Do you also know youngster Joy? He's my hero.
Yes, I know him way too well. This thought that the world is infinite, and if you think about it, I mean, we know now in 2017 how big the world is, but compared to one person, there are infinite places that you can visit. You will never be able to visit every place of the world. So, with this feeling in mind, especially if you were a kid that were, you know, confined a bit in the place where you were born, an emotion that we'll never forget. It's probably the emotion that I keep closer to my heart. It's really something that's made me fall in love with Pokemon games, and that's also the reason why I still love them.
Lady, did you meet the Pokemaniac? He's always bragging about his rare Pokemon.
This is like the nerd from the gym.
The Pokemon gym trainers here are macho bullies. If I stick around, they might come after me. Here's some advice: the gym leader uses the fighting type, so you should confront him with psychic Pokemon, or flying ones, since they're way more common.
I know everything. I already know everything. Pokemon, 25 years old, played Pokemon games many times, multiple champion, please get out of my sight. I love showing off the Pokemon that I've raised, don't you? I'm going to get into a batch of battles and show off my Pokemon, okay? Exhibitionist much? I almost forget that we are here to get the medicine. Poor Ampharos. Obviously, the medicine sounds urgent, but at the same time, I can stay here how much I want and then battle the gym and everything like that. Meanwhile, Ampharos is a skeleton, but sure. Luckily, we're in the Pokemon world. This is supposedly be a pharmacy. Is this the pharmacy? Let me read. They didn't do anything with the pharmacy. It's like normal house. 500 years of tradition, Silentwood City Pharmacy. We await your medicinal queries, whatever that is. Hard gold, they changed it. It looks more like a shop than a house. But sure, your chair is going through me. Your Pokemon seem to be fine. Is something worrying you?
The lighthouse Pokemon is in trouble. I got it! This ought to do the trick.
I received a secret potion. Oh yes, if just medicine would work like that.
Oh, you're feeling sick? I got it! Secret potion! You're depressed? I got it! Secret potion, yeah?
Nah. You see, Pokemon world is much more advanced, except for ships. You have to walk underwater with a crab.
My secret potion is a tad too strong.
I only offer it in an emergency. Alright, bye bitch! This is the gym.
You crossed the sea to get here. You must have been...
Oh my god! That must have been hard. Sorry, lady.
It would be much easier if your Pokemon knew how to fly.
But you can't use fly without this city's gym badge. If you beat the gym leader here, come see me. I'll have a nice gift for you. Of course, I won't face the gym right now. Chuck! Oh, okay, the gym leader. His name is Chuck. I don't remember the name of the gym leader of Silentwood City in my language. Sparse with his fighting Pokemon. Okay, oh, I remember him from the anime. So this... Oh, I think I remember who is this guy. Yep. Ready to read one of the most stupid things you will ever be able to read. I'm in shock. A guy about your age with piercing... Oh, with piercing eyes. Okay, I thought Tishplatten had... I think he's talking about Tishplatten, my rival. I thought he had piercings. I was like, oh, I also have piercings. I have 3 piercings. I'm starting to like Tishplatten. Knowing that way, shut up. Instead, it's piercing eyes. And long hair came in. He scared... Why am I doing the feminine voice? He scared me into giving him my prized Pokemon. I still have one left. But what if he comes back? You look strong. Could you look after my Pokemon for a while? Can you hear me face palming? And also an applause for this idiot. So basically, oh no, a guy just entered in my house and stole all my Pokemon. Then you also entered my house without my permission. Here, I'll give you my last Pokemon or the first guy will come and steal also that from me. What is your logic, you idiot? Well, right now I have my full team, so I cannot accept. So no. Oh no, what I'll do if he comes back? You call the police, because that's stealing. You fight him, you punch him. Do anything else except giving him all your Pokemon? But no, of course not. He's Tishplatten, he's not even strong. Alright, I'm gonna go deposit one of my Pokemon. Even because the Pokemon that will give us is a rather rare Pokemon. Another rather rare Pokemon. Krabby, you deserve a bit of rest. Come on, give me your Pokémon, and you'll see when you will get it back. Yes, you already told me. You don't need to tell me the story once again. You look strong. Could you look after my Pokémon for a while? Yes. Oh, thank you. Take good care of it, please. And I received Shackle. Hello, Shackle. No, I won't rename you. Thank you. And now we have a Shackle. And let me tell you one thing. Oh, he has an item. Let's see. Berry juice. 100% pure juice made of berries. When consumed, it restores 20 HP to an injured Pokemon. Oh, I remember. In the anime, it showed that shackles were used to make Pokemon juice. What did I say? Pokemon juice? That's disgusting. Berry juice. In the Pokédex, maybe it will show you a bigger picture of Shackle. There it is. Nope, it doesn't show you. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you see, basically he has like 4 legs and a head, but there are also empty slots, empty holes in his shells. Basically, they would put berries in those holes, then put a lid or something to, to cover those holes. It's like wine. Those berries would become some kind of a berry juice. I remember this from the anime. So theoretically now I have a Shackle and I will be able to never give the Shackle back to that guy. Great! But I will before leaving Signwood City. So let's put Shackle in the box and put Krabby back in the team. Sorry, Krabby. Well, I suppose let's explore Signwood City since it's not very big, and then end this episode. Another house. I don't remember this house. You came from Olivine? Do you remember the 4 islands along the way? I heard that a mythical sea creature is hiding in them. Okay. Purples around the islands are caused by the sea creature. You might need a special move to get past them. Don't tell me! Maybe that move is called Whirlpool? I heard that you can only see it if you have a silver wing. Oh, it must have the same scent as the creature. Silver wing? In my language, it's called, I think, silver feather. And it makes much more sense, silver feather, than silver wing. No, wait. No, it's silver wing even in my language. Yeah. Why did they call it silver wing? Well, I don't want to spoil you, probably you already know, but I don't want to spoil you which Pokemon they're talking about. It's not like that Pokemon lost a wing. At maximum, he lost a feather. But sure. Boulders to the north of town can be crushed. They might be hiding something. Your Pokemon could use Rock Smash to break them. Yes, finally I taught Rock Smash to Sudowoodo. Here we have, if I'm not mistaken, the photographer, Signwood City Photo Studio. I was about to say studio because I'm learning German and ST is sh, like Rammstein. Take a snapshot as a keepsake. Yes, so when I was little I never understood this house. Because now you go here. I am sorry, I don't take photos anymore. I think these people, like the Pokemon 3D developers, added this quote. In Pokemon Gold, if you would talk to him, it would open a screen in which the Game Boy was waiting for you to connect the printer to the Game Boy with the cable. The printer was a Nintendo accessory that was commercialized only in Japan, as far as I know. I don't think it was even commercialized in North America. In Europe, for sure not. I don't think even in North America. Only in Japan. So, obviously, this house was useless, because it was always saying waiting for you to connect with the printer. And you could basically print Pokédex entries of the Pokémons that you already caught. And use them as cards, more or less. And well, it was rather useless because obviously you had no way to get a printer. And here instead, it might just be a cave. This was just a wall. There was nothing here. They added it in Pokemon Heart Gold and also here in Pokemon 3D. Cliff Edge Gate. And this is the path that leads to an area introduced in Pokemon Heart Gold. Route 47, then Safari Zone. When I was little, I did many times this Route 40 and Route 41 searching for a way to go out of the map. I was saying there must be something here near Signwood. There must be a land around here. And then I know what was up here, a safari zone, which wasn't open back then. But I wish now I could go back in time to tell my young self, I'm still young, shut up, my very young self will be able one day to go through the limits of this game, and there is a safari zone. And we will visit the safari zone next episode. Also there is Twirl Forest. While Safari Zone is an official Pokémon Hard Gold area, Twirl Forest instead was a special Pokémon 3D, so unofficial zone, and so is Berry Vista. You can reach them with the train, as far as I remember. Well, next time, the Safari Zone, I'm gonna put Krabby in first position, because I want to train him a bit. Sudowoodo uses Rock Smash. Sudowoodo is made of rock. That must feel quite uncomfortable for him. I found a revive! Nice, I don't even need to break this. Okay, yeah, here there is a little bug, I think. A revive was theoretically hidden in this rock, but in the original Pokemon game you had to break the rock. Yeah, for example, now I know that there is no need to break this rock. You had to break the rock to find the item there. Instead here you just click and you find the item. The Pokeseer ahead. This is another house, another area introduced in Pokemon Heart Gold. No items. This is like a fortune teller, something like that, that tells you, I think, where you got your Pokemon. I see all, I know all. Certainly I know of your Pokemon. I know that those candles in your hair are very dangerous. You can become bald in an instant, you know. Read. I see your Krabby is very stable with speeding the others out. What that means, I'm not sure. Wow, that was useful. Amazing. Amazing. Luckily it was free and you didn't ask for any money, or would have punched you in the face. Let's go with Kilava. I see all, I know all. I doubt that. I really doubt that. Certainly I know of your Pokemon. I really doubt that. I see your Kilava is very stable with speeding the others out. What? That's the same thing! Oh, fuck you! You're a scammer, another scammer. Are you relative with Professor Oak and Professor Elm? Professional scammer? It says Professor Elm, but it's actually, it's not the complete title. It's Professional Scammer Elm and Professional Scammer Oak. And there, ladies and gentlemen, there is a Suicune. Well, not a Suicune, there is Suicune. It's a legendary Pokemon. Pokemon Gold and Silver, Suicune was treated in the same way as Entei and Raikou. He would have just been roaming Johto, just like the other two. Instead, in Pokemon Crystal, Suicune is hidden, you know, waiting for you in places. Because there is some kind of a mini story behind it. I don't know, I don't really think that you are about to face him. No. Yes, I found a Max Ether. Nice. Well, let's see, but I don't think that I can do anything with it. If I block that entrance and Sudowoodo prevents him from jumping, we got Suicune, literally. We can just tackle him. But nope, we are too stupid to do that. And Suicune just hacks through the ledge and runs away, so... On the right there is the sea. Did he just run over the sea? What? Oh, it's using the metrosexual. I mean, what? Have you seen him now try to tell me that he's not? Yo! Was it? Well, no, that's not the voice. Wasn't that Suicune just now? I only caught a quick glimpse, but I thought I saw Suicune running on the waves. Yeah, I don't know how he's doing that. He theoretically cannot swim. He's ice type, I think. Or even water? No, even water, okay. That makes a bit of sense. Suicune is beautiful and grounded, and it races through towns and roads at simply awesome speeds. Yes, I see that he hacks, is a hacker. Hashtag hacker Suicune confirmed. Hacking through mountains. It's wonderful. I want to see Suicune up close. I've decided. I'll battle you as a trainer to earn Suicune's respect. What is that logic that brought you to this conclusion? I want to find Suicune, so I'll battle you. Why? Why is this? Don't waste my time, metrosexual, using. Let's battle now. Mystical man. No. You... Mystical man using. You misspelled metrosexual, I'm sorry. Using and his drowsy want to battle. I remember in the Pokémon parodies of Smosh, back in the days, Ian was playing metrosexual. I remember. A drowsy. Oh, that's actually very convenient, considering that I have Faint Attack that is Dark type, and Drowsy is Psychic. So it's super effective. Nice! I totally didn't remember that I have to battle using here. Hypnosis, and Sudowoodo fell asleep. God damn it, Sudowoodo. You always disappoint me. Useless piece of wood. I mean rock. Confusion. Come on, Sudowoodo. You can do this. We're kinda cheating. You think you're the only one using. You think you're the only one. You think you can be the best metrosexual in town? I don't think... I mean, the best trainer in town? I don't think so. I can be better than you. Faint attack. Get wrecked. It's super effective. Don't... Okay. Oh, really? Well, wait. Okay, my Sudowoodo is faster than his Drowsy. But what if he cheats? I don't trust you. I'll use a super potion on Sudowoodo. Okay, use Confusion. Fine. And now I should be able to finish Drowsy. How slow is Drowsy if he is slower than Sudowoodo? Good job, Sudowoodo! Yes! 27. My Pokémon are greatly stronger. I'll send Sandslash. I don't trust Sudowoodo fighting Electrode. Ha! It's not effective. Actually, Electric type does it even have effect on Rock type? I always forget this detail. But in any case, I don't trust Sudowoodo much. So let's go with Magnitude, and this should be enough. Roll out. Not very effective. And this is the nice Magnitude. Looks like that Electrode is moving his eyebrows from that reflex over there. It's like, but it's not. Magnitude 6 was enough. Good job, Sandslash. Nice. And the last one is Hunter. Interesting. Well, let's try with another Magnitude. Hypnosis, and he fell asleep. Damn it. How about I change it with Kilava? Go, Kilava! My Kilava is very underleveled. I have to train him more. And I will next episode. Because we will go visit the Safari Zone. Hypnosis don't. Good job. My Kilava doesn't disappoint me. And a Flame Wheel to end the hopes for using... Ha! Ha! Where is my trophy? Using... I hate to admit it, but he win. Nice! Well, he's alright. Come on, I mock him, but he's alright. You're amazing, I know. No wonder Pokémon gravitate to you. Are you calling me fat? Are you saying that I have my own gravitational field? Is that what you're saying, Yuzin? I get it now. I'm going to keep searching for Suicune. I'm sure we'll see each other again. See you around. Drowsy! Oh, I thought you called me Drowsy. Teleport. Okay, bye! That was actually a nice episode, and the sun is really setting now. Yeah, I did very well to start the episode a bit earlier. To be honest here, well, right now, in the real world, why Pokemon isn't real? Of course it is. It's 6 and 6 p.m. The sunset in Pokemon 3D is a bit too early, in my opinion. Sunset at 4 p.m? It's a bit too early. That's also why almost every episode I record, it looks almost like night. It looks like it's 7 p.m. When actually it's always like 6. I just started a bit early, but it's already this dark, so... Anyway, I think I'm going to end this episode here. I'm gonna put my Krabby here, since he's at home on the beach over here. Inside Wood City, looks like your Pokemon holds onto something. Do you want to take it? Nah, I'll let Krabby play with his toy, I guess, I suppose. Theoretically, this resolution would finally be good, because I was able to set the resolution by modifying some files that theoretically you are not allowed to modify, I'm sure. So I'm ending this episode here with my Krabby and surrounded by freaks, having a nice barbecue on a beach and looking at the romantic sunsets. This is all. See you next time. Bye bye.